What's up? So, the Burns family is going back to Disney much sooner than we had thought. We originally, well, many of you know that we went to Disney in November of 2016, had an amazing trip.
It was fantastic.
Okay, and that's Juliana chiming in back there. So yeah, we were there November 2016. You may have seen those videos already. And so here's what's going on right now. We are going back to Disney in 16 days. We fly out of Boston on St. Patrick's Day. And then we'll be there for 5 days. So we, how did this happen? You might be wondering. So we had originally planned to take a timeshare in the Bahamas. It's sometime in either late February or March. It didn't work out. It just didn't work out. No matter what we tried to make work, it just didn't work out. Either the dates were wrong, or the resorts had some astronomical mandatory dining plan that you had to opt for. It didn't work out for the Bahamas. So we were kind of bummed about that, but lo and behold, something in Lake Buena Vista popped up, and the dates worked for us. It couldn't have been, more perfect. So the plan at first was, let's go to Lake Buena Vista. We won't go to Disney. We'll go to Disney Springs. We'll go to Universal. We'll do SeaWorld. We'll do a Disney water park. Somewhere along the way here, I started thinking, okay, we're already booked for a 7-night trip in November 2017 for Disney with 7-day park hopper tickets, with everything. We're staying at the Contemporary, and we have deluxe dining plan. We kind of already have this major investment in Disney already happening in November. Is it possible that we could kind of capitalize on that a little bit and see if we can somehow squeeze in being able to go to the Disney parks in March as well? Juliana is slicing a banana. That is that noise you are hearing. So I looked into it, and sure enough, the annual pass became
Amazing.
something that we decided to do. So what I'll tell you about that is, in March, this trip that we're going on in 16 days, for us to go to Disney while we were there, you have to buy park tickets. You can't just walk in the door of an amusement park place or whatever. You have to buy the tickets. So, like a full family day for us at one Disney park was, could have been like $500. It does, it's expensive. So we're going to be there from a Friday night to a Wednesday night. We fly in on a Friday night and we fly out on a Wednesday night. So that's quite a few days at Disney, even if you only went like once or twice. Even if I only did 2 days at the Disney parks. So looking at the ticket prices for this short trip that we're going on in March, to spend some time at Disney, in comparison to what we were already paying, to go in November for tickets, and then looking at the prices of the annual passes, I was like, okay, this kind of makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it? We're going to be there twice in a year, and potentially a third time. We just purchased the annual passes last week. We were like 23 days from the time that we're leaving when we got them. What I will tell you is, as soon as we purchased them, they were linked right away to my Disney Experience application account, and I was able to start booking fast passes. Obviously it wasn't the preferred 60 days from your arrival that most, if you're staying in a Disney resort, so if you don't know this already, if you're staying in a Disney hotel, you are able to start booking your fast passes for all of the attractions, 3 per day for the duration of your trip. You can start booking them 60 days in advance. If you are not staying in a Disney hotel, but have plans to go to Disney, you can start booking your fast passes for the attractions 30 days before your arrival. So for us, after I bought the annual passes, I was, like I said, 23 days, and I was able to book them like right away. They linked it immediately, and I was able to start booking our fast passes. So we actually just, today's Tuesday, and I think last week we bought them on we bought them on Wednesday. So it took them 6 days. They just came today via UPS. Here's our exchange certificates. And they are good starting the day that we redeem them. So that for us will be March 17th. So we're going again after this trip this trip that's coming up soon. Then we go again in November of 2017. And then after that, these passes are still good until March 17th of 2018. So there's a chance there that we may go back again, because why not? We have the passes. And who knows, maybe we can, maybe we can't swing it, but we have that option now. What I will tell you is that the price of the annual passes, what we did was we took our November 2017 reservation that we already had, that already existed. We took that and removed all of the park ticket and all the extras from it. We just left it as the hotel and the dining plan, and have them remove everything else. Then we added annual passes to it. The difference between the two trips, the amount of money between the two trips, just by adding the annual passes, was like nominal. It's like $800. So that we now have annual passes for the entire year. We get to go in March, going in November. We can probably go again if we want to. Let me tell you what it includes, which was like a big incentive. So right off the bat, you get you get the ability to book your fast passes in advance. You get the ability to you can park hop and go to as many parks per day as you want. You also have access to the water parks. You have access to their golf courses. You have access to the ESPN complex. You get the Photo Pass package with it. You get 20% off dining and up to 15 to 20% off of park merchandise. And they also always have lots of like resort specials and packages and things that they offer just to annual pass holders. So we'll see how that all works out, but it was worth it for us to go that route, since we were going to be there twice in a year. So we have our certificates. I just showed you those little green cards. And so here's how that works. Juliana, you're about to knock the diffuser over. Stop. Don't touch that. So here's how it works. We have magic bands that we used in November last year. So they're still good right now. They're still active. So what we're going to do when we get there,
Can I have mine?
what we're going to do when we get to Disney is we're going to take these little green cards that they gave us. We're going to walk to the ticket window of whatever park we're at on our first day, and they'll just link the annual passes to these bands that we already have. Now, Disney already has new magic bands. They look more like a watch now. They have like a round thing right here now. But these are fine for now because it takes them quite a while when you're like an annual pass member. I guess it takes them quite a while to actually get you like your magic band. They just give you like a card to walk around with. And for us, like, no, we need the magic band, especially with her. So, so they told me they'll activate these for our annual passes. And then way before we go on our next trip in November, they'll just automatically send us the new updated bracelets. So that's cool that we at least thank God we hung on to these. And we also have these cool little things. I don't know if you know about these, but if I can get the little envelope open. So these are called bit belts. They're really basic. I'm gonna explain. They're really basic little rubbery things. They come in all different colors.
Hey, Mike, for Magic Band, for example.
And they come in like glow in the dark too, you know, for the kids if they want. So here all it is you slide it on like this.
I'll zoom in.
No. Okay, put that back.
I'm zooming in for you.
Okay, my little helper. Okay. Stop touching the camera. Okay. Thanks. Okay. So now, Juliana, if you want to come around this side, that might be better. So you're actually in the video. So here's how this works. I don't want you to zoom in anymore, okay? Alright, so my video now is totally messed up, but whatever. So here's how it works. You just put this little thing on and you fasten it over where it overlaps. Where the Mickey is on the tail of the bracelet, you just put this right over it. And that way it doesn't slip off. You know, they're pretty good. They fasten pretty well.
I'm going to show them the glow in the dark.
They do fasten pretty well, the Magic Bands, but Juliana's even fell off with a bit belt on it in the pool one day. It just, the bit belt must have... One night it must have slid. So, you know, they can fall off. And if it does, that's a major bummer if you don't find it. Because now you've got to, like, haul ass to guest services. Yes, I'm trying to make a video. What?
Tell them that I'm going to show the glow in the dark.
Okay, so now Juliana would like to show you the glow in the dark one. So, no, don't zoom. Just bring it over here.
These are the glow in the dark hard big belts.
Okay. Yep, they are. So again, and so they come in kid size
And grown-up size.
and grown-up size. So no big deal there. And here's the only thing with the Magic Bands. See this gray part around the outside? That comes off and turns the Magic Band into child size. So
Do it. Do it.
So that's how that works. You have Juliana's, as you can see, doesn't have any of the gray around the outside because her wrist needed to be smaller. Jay and I, we need ours to be the regular size, so we leave the gray on ours. So that's how those work.
No bolts going in.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Juge. So that's what's going on. So we are staying in a timeshare in Lake Buena Vista. It's kind of more, it's not really a hotel, it's like an apartment, which is fine. But this is going to be our first experience at Disney staying off property. So it's going to be a little different. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be great. But, you know, we kind of had the whole enchilada the last time we were there. You know, we did it right. We stayed in a deluxe resort with the deluxe dining on the monorail loop, walking distance to Magic Kingdom, you know. And here's what I'm going to tell you about the Contemporary. It's awesome. It is, honestly, I think it is one of the best places to stay. And a lot of people say...
Can I have the pencil?
Yes, you can have the pencil. A lot of people say that, you know, oh, the Contemporary, like, you know, it doesn't have a lot